Hello, friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Yours Truly G. Hope you all are doing good. So, in this video, we're gonna discuss about the top 20 most important questions, previous year questions related to DBMS, that is Database Management System. And as we know that DBMS is very important topic for any competitive examination related to computer science and information technology. So this video is very useful for your upcoming IBPS IT officer examination for scale 1 and scale 2 both, for your Coal India examination or any PSU examination or STET computer science and information technology examinations. So again, those who are watching this video for the first time, again I am requesting you guys to please subscribe my channel, share with your friend, hit the like button and write your valuable feedback in the comment section. So, without wasting the time, let's quickly get started into the questions. Yeah, so the questions here, we have taken the top 20 questions and we are going to focus the most important questions, and you can expect these type of questions, the type of questions that we are going to discuss. You can expect the same type of question in your upcoming examination. So I have selected, the previous year question and the important and the standard questions only. Let's quickly check the first question. So the first question is multi-value dependency among attribute is checked at which level? So the basic intention why I have taken this question is to just let you know guys that this type of question you can expect it. And again, I am telling you, I have again, discussed this in my previous videos as well. You can expect one question definitely from normalization, basically the normal form. Second normal form, third normal form, fourth normal form, fifth normal form, BCNF. You can expect at least one question definitely in your upcoming IBPS IT examination or any computer science PSU examination. So that's why I have taken the screenshot from my same video. I have uploaded one more video related to DBMS. So those who are watching this video for the first time, again, I am requesting you guys to please go to my channel playlist and you can find one video related to DBMS where I have discussed all the normal form in a descriptive manner. And I have taken the screenshot just to let you know, guys, please focus on this normal form. You can expect one question definitely from NF. So what you have to remember is what is the characteristics of each and every normalization form. So here the question is multi-value dependency among attribute is checked at which level? So you can see that if you know this, you can directly answer this question. So multi-value attribute is checked, or no multi-valued attribute is defined by fourth normal form. So that's what I'm telling you. You have to remember each and every normal form. This is very, very important, and you can expect one question. And in many competitive examination, if you will see the previous year question, you can find one question definitely in each and every paper related to normalization form of database management system. So again, I am telling you guys, please remember all these characteristics at least. They are directly asking. They can ask anything like partial functional dependency is checked at which level. So the answer would be second normal form. Transitive dependency is checked in which level. So the answer would be third normal form. Or no multi-valued attributes can be characterized by which normalization form. So the answer would be fourth normal form. No joint dependency is related to fifth normal form. So all these normal form are very, very, very important. Again, I am telling you guys, please go ahead, write this in your paper and try to remember this, because these all are previous year question. As you can see that I have taken the screenshot of my previous video, and where there also I have mentioned that this third normalization form was asked in MP Vyapam examination. Fourth normalization form was asked in UPPCL ARO and many competitive examination. I can't write every competitive examination name here. So my only agenda here is to let you know guys that please remember all the functionality here. At least remember all those things. You can directly see this question in the competitive examination. They can ask anything like no joint dependency is related to which normalization form. So the answer would be fifth normalization form. So again, I am telling you, please take the screenshot or write somewhere those who are just wanted to revise quickly, so that in competitive examination you can mark the correct answer. So Please remember all the characteristics related to all these normalization form. These all are very important and previously asked questions I have taken in a point wise manner. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So the next important question is, which of the following set of keywords constitute a mapping in SQL basically? Okay, so it's quite straightforward question, and I think it's basic questions basically. So the answer, let's first discuss the options. Select from or table, select from where, connect table, create. That will not be a, by looking at the instance you can say that this will not be a correct answer. Select table and insert, that will not be a correct answer. So the correct answer would be select from where. Why? Because we know that in every SQL statement, if you want to constitute a mapping, the three keyword is required: select, from, and where. And every keyword has a meaning basically. If you are using select, it means you are telling the database to select any column like column 1 or column 2. Where from, any, you have to mention the table name like candidate table name or employee table name, something like that, and you have to write the condition with the keyword where. So this constitute a mapping in SQL. So you have to remember it: select, from, and where is the correct answer. Okay, so I hope now you have a better understanding in these questions. So let's move to the next question. And the next question is very important nowadays. Particularly banking examination, nationalized banks are focusing into more into the OLAP and OLTP technologies. These are new technologies, and these are used for the data mining purpose or analytical purpose. Because a lot of data we have to analyze in banking industry. So, these OLAP and OLTP technologies are very new technologies, and basically, extensively used in practical purpose in day-to-day life by, bank employees and IT officers who are working in banking examination, and PSUs as well. So let's understand what is OLTP and OLAP. So the basic question is basically analysis of large database to retrieve information. Okay, if you want to analyze the large database to retrieve the information, the technology you are going to use is OLAP basically, which is nothing but online analytical processing server. So as I told, actually, many a times, like, answer is not important. We have to gather a lot of information from one question. So first of all, we have to understand what is OLTP, what is OLAP. So this is very, these all are, very, very, very important terminology related to competitive examination. Many a times they are asking what is OLTP, what is OLAP, what is the basic purpose of using all these, basic OLAP and OLTP. So first of all, we have to understand it. So let's quickly understand both the terms so that, all the questions that are going to be asked in competitive examination, you can easily mark the correct answer if you have a proper understanding. So the OLAP stand for online analytical processing server. It is a software technology that allow users to analyze information from multiple database system at the same time. If you have a multiple database system and you want to analyze any information at that particular time, at the same time you can do that with the help of OLAP. Okay, so it is based on multi-dimensional data model. This is very important term, multi-dimensional data model, because it is using multiple database system and allow the user to query on multi-dimensional data. For example, at the same time we can analyze the data like for the country India, for the year 2019, and for particular field. For example, there for each and everything there will be a one database. One database is for country, one database for is for year, one database for particular field. So what we are doing, we are analyzing a particular information from the multiple database at the same time with the help of OLAP. So that is the basic agenda of this question. But again, we have to understand each and everything. What is OLTP? What is OLAP? And why we are using, what is the particular purpose of using each and everything? So let's understand this one by one. So OLAP is basically a data warehouse, we can say that. So it's basically involves the historical processing of information. Okay. And OLTP involves day-to-day processing. So now I think you are slowly getting the idea of the purpose of using OLAP and OLTP. Okay, so OLAP is basically used for involves historical processing of information, and this basically involves day-to-day processing. So you can expect one question definitely actually. Either OLTP or OLAP. So they can ask anything like they can create any MCQ like what you will use for analyzing day-to-day processing. So that your answer would be OLTP. Okay, so OLAP system are used by knowledge workers such as executive, manager, and analyst. Okay, that is also very important question. And in the next slide, we are going to discuss the same question already been asked related to this one. Like OLAP is used by knowledge worker, not by anyone like clerks and all those things. That OLAP system are used by knowledge workers such as executive, manager, analyst, and OLTP systems are used by clerk, database admin, or database professionals. Okay, this is very important point as well. Useful in analyzing the business and useful in running the business. You can identify the difference between these two things. This is used for analyzing the business, and this is useful for running the business. Okay, it focuses on information out. Okay, it focuses on data in. Definitely it's both are relating to each other, both point are supporting to each other, because since this is useful for running the business, therefore it is focusing mainly on data in. Since it is used for analyzing the business, so we are just focusing for the information here. Okay, so the next point is based on star schema, snow flag schema, and fact constellation scheme, and this is based on entity relationship model, ER model, totally based on ER model. So this is also very important. They can ask ER model is based on which one, OLTP, OLAP, or something. They can create the four option. Next point is contains historical data, contains current data. I think we have already done this. The first point basically is somewhat related to this one only. Since we are this involves day-to-day processing, so definitely it's contains the current data. And since it's basically analyzing of historical processing of information, so it contains some historical data. Okay, it's provides summarized and consolidated data. It's provide primitive and highly detailed data. Okay, it provides summarized and multi-dimensional view of data. That is very important, and it's a relational view of data. This is also very, very, very important point. So again, I am telling you guys, please remember each and every point here matters a lot. You can expect any question related to these points. Actually, they can form any question with these points only. This is the basic difference between OLAP and OLTP. So as I told, answer is not important. The simple answer for this question is OLAP. But here we have learned basically the difference between OLAP and OLTP as well. And nowadays, they are framing a lot of questions from these 2 points. So again, I'm telling you, write it down somewhere or create some notes related to this, so that in the examination you will not forget each and every point, and you can mark the correct answer easily. Okay, so I hope now you can have a better understanding between OLAP and OLTP. Please go ahead, write it somewhere, try to remember each and every point, try to gain the difference between these two terminology. These all are the latest technology we are using for retrieving the data, for storing the data, for analyzing the data. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so as I told, my next question was based on the previous slide that we have already discussed, the difference between OLAP and OLTP. And now I am pretty sure you can easily answer these type of questions. And I have not taken many questions because I don't want to increase the number of questions. My only agenda is to let you know, guys, what are the types of questions you can expect in database management system. So you can see that basically the question is system is market oriented and is used for data analysis by knowledge worker, including manager, executive, and analytics. And I am pretty sure you can now easily answer this question because I have already explained in the previous slide, and I am again going to show you in OLAP. Basically, you can see the second point in OLAP, used by knowledge workers such as executive, manager, and analyst. And I'm telling you, this is not the question I have prepared. This is the previous year questions I'm just discussing about. So that's what I'm telling you, they can create any question based on these differences. So please, again I'm telling you, please, remember all these points. These all are very important points. So the simple answer for this question is OLAP, because OLAP is used by the knowledge worker, including managers, executive, and analytics. Okay, so the answer would be OLAP, not OLTP. Okay, now the next question is also very, very important, asked in 2 to 3 competitive examination, like arrange in the order of the size. So in order to answer these type of question, first of all, you should have a clear understanding of the size of each and everything present in the database particularly. So you have to understand what is the smallest size, and what is the larger. You should have a clear picture in your mind. So the smallest thing we have is bit, then we have a byte, then we have a field, then we have a record, then file, and the last is database. Okay, so they can ask in any order, in descending order or ascending order, but the real agenda is you have to, these all are very basic questions, again I'm telling you. But if you know, if you are not revising these things, if you are not having the clear picture, you will easily confuse in, byte and record, or something like field and record. These all are very confusing terms. So you should have a clear understanding in your mind. So again I am telling you, you have to remember this: the smallest thing is bit, then again byte, that we all know that. But after byte there will be a field, and with field we can create the record. And the combination of records is known as file, and the combination of file is nothing but we have a larger picture, which is nothing but a database. So here I think they have given in descending order. So the in four of these, the larger will be record, no doubt. And from record we can decrease, or we can shorten the thing within the field. And then we have a byte, and the last is bit. Okay, so the simple answer, and the answer of this question is option 1. But again I'm telling you, write it down somewhere. The smallest is bit, then byte, then you have a field, and field is a lot of fields will create a record. Okay, with the help of records you can create a file, and last is database. Okay, so again I'm telling you, this is also very important question, and you have to remember it. Okay, so the next question is, hierarchical databases are useful for mapping what? So this is also very repetitively asked questions in many competitive examinations. This comes under the category of repeated questions, you can say. So whenever you will see a hierarchical database, the answer would be one too many. And in one of my videos, I have already explained all the type of database we have: RDBMS, hierarchical database, all those things we have already discussed. So the simple answer of this question is, hierarchical database are useful for mapping one to many. Okay, so this is also very important, guys. You have to remember that. So the answer of this question will be one to many. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Yeah, so again, the agenda of taking this simple question is to let you know, guys, that you can again see DBMS is divided into 3 to 4 major important topics. That's what I just wanted to explain you guys. So you have to prepare in a very smart way. Okay, the first part is like SQL part. You have to prepare all the SQL things. We have already prepared all. We have I think I have already uploaded one video. In one slide only I have covered each and every SQL, the basic SQL command in one, and a lot of more videos we are going to upload. Don't worry about that. So just I wanted to explain you, there are 3 to 4 topics under the DBMS that you have to prepare in a smart way, and you can easily crack the examination. So in one of the domain there is a ER diagram. Basically you can expect a lot of questions from ER, basically entity relationship diagram or entity relationship model. And the simple question they are asking nowadays is, they are just giving the representation, and they are asking, circle is representing what, or relationship is represented by which diagram. Such type of things they are asking. So again, I am telling you, for your own purpose only, I have taken all the diagram, the basic diagram which are related to ER diagram in a one place, so that now you will not forget any diagram, because these all are basic questions, and if you will not remember, you can't able to answer these questions. Okay, because this is nothing but you have to remember it. Like entity is represented by a rectangle, relationship is represented by diamond, attribute is represented by eclipse, weak entity is related by a dash. You can see that a rectangle and dash, or a double rectangle, you can say that. Weak entity relationship is again a dash diamond, a diamond over a dash diamond. Multi-valued attribute is again double eclipse, you can say that. So such type of things you have to remember it. And why I have taken a basic example, just to show what type of question you can expect. So they can simply ask in a ear diagram, the attribute is represented by what? And if you don't know, you can't answer these questions. Okay, so the simple answer would be attribute is represented by eclipse. Okay, so that you have to remember each and everything here. Each and everything is very important, guys. I'm telling you, each and everything is very important. ER diagram is also very important. ER entity relationship models, ER diagram. Lot of questions are nowadays examiner is asking actually. So you have to remember each and everything. So please note it down somewhere. Your for own convenience, for revision purpose, it would be good for you, because all the diagrams are in a one place. You can easily remember and mark the correct answer in your competitive examination. So let's move to the next question. So the next question is, in the relational model, basically you can say that cardinality is termed as. Okay, this is also very important question. So the simple answer would be number of tuples, that we all know. But again, those who are new to this examination, those who are just a fresher, basically you can say that. So they should have a knowledge of each and everything, because basic things are very important. They are framing nowadays not very advanced level of questions. They are just checking your basic concepts. So if you are not knowing anything about tuple or attribute or constant, something like that, that definitely is going to create a issue in your competitive examination. So let's discuss each and everything. Okay, those who are already aware about these all these things are very good, but for those who are new to this, again, that's why I have mentioned the basic terminology related to all these things. Okay, what is relation? We all know that relation is just a table with columns and rows. Okay, so it's just a simple term. For revision purpose, I have mentioned that. What is attribute? Attribute is named as a column of a relation. Okay, is known as attribute. Tuple is nothing but a row of a relation. These all are basic terms, but there is a lot of confusion in understanding these terms. Okay, so tuple is nothing but a row of relation. Attribute is nothing but a column of a relation. Degree is what? Degree of a relation is the number of attribute it contains. Means number of column in a table is nothing but a degree. If there are 4 columns, you can say that the degree is 4. Okay, and the last is cardinality. Is the cardinality of a relation is the number of tuples it contains. Okay, so degree is what? Number of column. Cardinally is what? Number of rows, and rows is nothing but tuples. So I hope now you will have a better understanding. Cardinality is nothing but number of tuples. And cardinality in terms of you can see also you can relate like one to one, or one to many, or many to many. This is also a cardinality, but in terms of relational model, the cardinality is nothing but the number of tuples, or the number of rows is cardinality. What is degree? The number of attributes, or the number of column. And we all know that tuple is nothing but a row, and attribute is nothing but a column, and relation is the combination of columns and row. The table that you are forming is nothing but a relation. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. Your each and every basic term should be clear, so that you can answer these type of questions easily. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. We have, yeah, so the next slide is a few miscellaneous questions I have taken, just to let you know that this type of questions can also the examiner can form. So the question is, which of the following is generally a benefits of normalization? Okay, so performance is improved. Okay, with the can we improve performance by normalization? No. Insertion anomalies are avoided? No. Selection anomalies are avoided? Correct. Number of tables are reduced? No. Normalization is not a way to reduce the number of columns. Okay, so the best answer would be selection anomalies are avoided. This is also very important question asked in one of the competitive examination. Okay, the next question is locking was introduced into databases so that, okay, why we have introduced the locking, what is the purpose of locking in the database. Okay, so the locking is basically used for providing the consistency. Okay, the basic purpose of using the locking in database is to provide the consistency. Okay, so let's see the option. You can easily eliminate the options. Okay, keys can be provided to maintain security. No. All simultaneous transactions are prevented. Wrong. Passwords can be provided to maintain security. No. The basic purpose and the best answer for this question is consistency. With the help of locking, we can provide the consistency. Okay. And in my previous video, we have already discussed, I think, one question in a detailed manner about locking. So again, I'm telling you guys, please visit my channel playlist, and there are a lot of videos we have discussed, and we have covered all the videos in a question and answer ways, and we have discussed a lot of concepts with each and every questions, and so that is the best way, best approach actually. So let's move to the next question. So the next question is, what does the data dictionary identify? This is also very important, data dictionary and all those stuff basically. So data dictionary is basically, you can say that it's a heart of any database management system. It's a repository, you can say that, of any database management system, or repository of metadata, you can say that. Okay, so data dictionary contains important information such as what files are in the database, descriptions, and of the data contained in the file. You can see a metadata basically. You can find all the information related to that. So that's why data dictionary contains field names, field formats, field types, everything. So the correct answer would be all of these. Okay, so I hope now you'll have a better understanding about data dictionary. Data dictionary, basically, you can say that the heart of any database management system. You can find all the information inside that. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Yeah, so the next slide is, I have taken this question from transaction management. A transaction completes its execution is said to be. Okay, this is also very, very, very important question. And before explaining this question, I am requesting you guys to please watch my one video related to DBMS, where we have discussed each and every command, DML command, DCL command, DDL command, TCL command, each and every commands we have discussed. Okay, so let's see the question option first. So when the transaction is completed, the process is known as what? That is the basic question, the examiner is asking. So the options are saved, loaded, rolled, or committed. Okay, so let's understand each and everything. What is the purpose of each and every command? So if I am, the commit command is nothing but, commit command is used to permanently save, okay, any transaction into the database. If you want to permanently save any transaction, okay, the command uses commit. Rollback is, this command restore the database to the last committed state. Okay, it is used with save point command to jump to a save point in a transaction. And what is save point? Save point command is used to temporarily save a transaction so that you can roll back to the point whenever necessary. So it is just a temporary save of a transaction. But if you are trying to save information or any transaction permanently, the command is commit. So the here, since the this transaction has been completed, it means it should be saved permanently. So the execution would be definitely commit, and the option is committed. Okay. Great. So the next question is the DBMS language component which can be embedded in a program. Okay, which DBMS language you can embedded in a program, you can place inside a program, and the answer would be DML, data manipulation language. Okay, not the data definition language. The answer would be data manipulation language. And I have taken the screenshot just to remind you guys that as I already discussed many times, like I have created one video. In one slide only I have covered all the important commands You can see I have taken the same screenshot of my video, like what are the basic commands of DDL, data definition language, what are the basic commands of TCL, transaction control language. See where we have discussed format, rollback, save point, set transaction, data manipulation command, insert, delete, select, update, merge, lock table call, data control command, revoke and grant. So all these all are basic commands and very, very, very important commands. And asking, that's why I'm not creating a lot of questions, but you can create any question. Like, examiner can create any question. They can ask, like, update is comes under which category of the DBMS language, whether it is DDL, TCL, DCL, or DML. So that's what I'm telling you. You have to remember each and everything. If you remember that, then okay, update comes under DML. So the answer would be DML. They can ask anything. Drop commands comes under which DBMS language? Okay. Revoke command comes under which database language. Truncate command comes under which database language. So rollback command comes under which database language. And the basic functionality of each and every command, that you just need to remember it. I'm telling you guys, you can expect at least one question in your upcoming examination. Okay, so the basic agenda, the basic motive of taking this question is to let you know, guys, that please cover these topics as well, because this is very, very, very important topics nowadays. They are asking the basic question like delete command comes under which DBMS language. Okay, rollback command comes under which DBMS language. So please go and watch my video. You can find each and every slide, each and every basic commands of every DBMS language, whether it is DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, TCL, transaction control language, or DCL, data control language. These 4 or 5 basic language we have, that we have to study in DBMS language, and the basic commands. And you can expect these commands only, because I have taken all the basic commands and standard commands. Okay, so please go and watch that video. Definitely it's going to improve your score in your upcoming examination, whatever the examination you are going to give related to computer science and information technology. Okay, so why I have taken this question explicitly to let you know, guys, that please cover these topics that we have already covered in my first video related to DBMS. You can find in my channel playlist. Okay, I hope now these questions are pretty much clear to you guys. This is also very important question. DBMS language component which can be embedded in a program is nothing but data manipulation language. Okay, so the answer would be data manipulation language. You can embed into a program. And why? Because if you know the commands related to DML, you can have an idea. Like, see, insert command, you can easily embed it into the program. Okay, lock table, you can easily embed it into the program. Okay, so that's why the reason the answer would be DML. Okay, so I hope now you have a better understanding. Let's move to the next slide of our discussion. Yeah, so the next question is, I have taken this question from my own video that we have discussed, I think, related to the SBI examination that was conducted in October 2019. And there also, and in many competitive examination, this is the favorite question from the DBMS of any examiner actually, specialization and generalization. Okay, and what they are going to ask is these two important points that's already I have mentioned here. What is specialization and what is generalization? Okay, the first important point is, and asked in so many competitive examination, specialization is a top-down approach or bottom-up approach or a sequential approach or none of these. The answer would be top-down approach. That you have to understand it. Guys, it's very, very, very important question. And in SBI exam also, I have, created one video. There also I was discussing that this is very, very, very important question. Specialization and generalization. They can ask anything. Generalization is what? Bottom-up approach or top-down approach or sequential approach or none of these. The answer would be bottom-up approach. And what is basically a specialization? And this important definition also, this is directly actually came in one of the examination, and I have directly taken this from option, basically the previous year question options. Basically, what is specialization? Introducing a new characteristics to an existing class of an object to create the new class. If you are introducing new characteristics to an existing class of an object to create the new class, you are doing nothing but specialization. And what is bottom-up approach? Abstracting process of viewing set of object as a single class. And those I just wanted to explain this with the help of simple example. It's just a basic thing. What is specialization? Okay, so suppose anyone is doing have taken bio or something in 11th or 12th. Okay, so there are two options. Okay, either they can go for BSc in some zoology or botany, or either they can go for MBBS. Okay, and suppose he or she has opted for MBBS, then he can go for MD for particular specialization. So what you are going, it's just a top-down approach. Once you will move from top to bottom, a new class is existing. Here only I know that he or she is reading biology in a class 11th or 12th. But when I am moving top to down, I came to know that no, he has opted BSc in zoology. And when I am moving from top to bottom, I came to know that she has opted MBBS in their master course. When I am again moving from MBBS, I came to know that now she is opting for MD. So he is just specializing each and everything. When I am moving from top to bottom, a new existing class is added in the existing class. A new class is added. A new characteristics is added. Okay, here I can't tell what will be the specialization of this person. But when I am moving from top to bottom, specialization is now clear. Okay, he's in MD. Again, he's doing something, surgeon or something like that. So a lot of what characteristics are adding when we are moving from top to bottom. Okay, and what is generalization? Generalization is just the reverse basically. What is reverse? Suppose I'm doing MTech in VLSI. Okay, I have taken MTech in VLSI. Okay, so suppose I'm talking with my someone who is not from technical field. He or she is not able to understand what is VLSI. So I will tell you, okay, if you are not able to understand VLSI, I am doing MTech. So he or she will tell, okay, I don't know about MTech as well. Okay, so what I have did is like I have done my BTech. And when I am moving from bottom to top, I'm just generalizing the thing. I'm doing just BTech, okay, in electronics and communication. So I have just generalized this. I can tell that, okay, I have done my graduation in electronics. Okay, so this is known as generalization. This is just a basic things I am telling you guys. So two important things you have to remember for your quick revision and for your competitive examination. The questions they are asking, particularly their definition that you have to remember, and this definition only, and the definition and the approach. Generalization is a bottom-up approach and specialization is a top-down approach. Hope this is pretty much clear to you guys now. So this is also very, very, very important question. Again, I'm telling you. And the next question I'm going to discuss is a miscellaneous question related to DBMS. But nowadays, in particularly in IBPS IT officer, they are expecting you guys to know about the practical things as well, apart from theoretical things. And nowadays, they are asking the latest version of your DBMS, whatever the product you are using, whatever the product of database of any companies you are using, what are the latest version there, what is the most popular. They can give the four option and they can ask out of which is not a database. So you have to understand what are the different products available in the market nowadays. So that's why I have taken this screenshot. Okay, so what are the the top rankers, the performance wise related to the different product of database? So you can see that Oracle, as you all know that the Oracle database, that is the relational database, is a the one of the most popular databases we have currently in our IT market. Then we have a MySQL. This is also it was invented by Sun Microsystem, but now it's a part of Oracle. Then we have a Microsoft SQL Server of database management system. Then we have a PostgreSQL. We have a MongoDB. MongoDB is not a basically relational database. We can say that is a NoSQL database. This is basically used for the web application. Okay, if you want to store any web application, we are using basically a MongoDB. It comes under MERN. MERN stack is basically a framework for app providing application development. So in MERN, M means MongoDB. Okay, this is also a database, but here we are not using SQL. Okay, what we are using is JavaScript basically. So you don't have to write or run any command. Already there is a framework in JavaScript you can directly use for storing the web application. So it's basically a nowadays a booming database nowadays, but it's not a relational database. You can see that it is a multi-dimensional or no object database. You can say that, and it runs on JavaScript, basically used for the web application, and it's basically comes under MERN stack. And MERN is basically a framework basically for developing the web applications. Okay, so this is also very popular apart from Oracle and MySQL, MongoDB, IBM DB2, Elasticsearch, Redis, Microsoft SQL, Access, SQLite. So all these things we have to remember this. They can create the four option and they can ask which is not a database. Okay, so unless and until if you are not aware about the different product which are currently available in the market, you can't mark the correct answer. Okay, and the last important point that I have mentioned related to the miscellaneous point is already in last year I believe they have already asked what is the latest Oracle version of DBMS. So the latest version, as per the market, as per the Oracle website I have searched, it's 19C. Okay, but again the most currently organizations are basically using 11G and 12C. Okay, so that you have to remember it. The major chunk of organization are currently using 11G and 12C. Okay, but as far as latest version is concerned, no doubt it 19C. Okay, so all these points are very important. You have to not only remember the theoretical part, you have to just google some things which is comes under a domain of database. What are the products of database? Basically they are asking from Oracle only. I have seen the trends. They are asking already. SBI have asked related to 11G and 12C, so that's why I have mentioned the versions as well. Okay, so these all are the most important topics actually, and my only agenda is to let you know guys what you have to prepare it. So on the basis of all the questions that we have discussed, now I definitely pretty sure that you will have a better understanding how to prepare. Please go ahead and watch my videos again. Okay, you will have a better understanding. And again I am telling you, requesting you guys, please subscribe my channel, share with your friend and hit the like button. So definitely it will motivate me to upload a similar content. And this is a success series that we have started, and this top 20 questions I am going to upload in each and every section of IT, and based on your comment I am going to do that. Okay, so please write your valuable comment and hit the like button. And again I'm telling you, apart from this theoretical content, you have to search for some different practical stuffs as well. Okay, what are the different version of database we have, what are the latest technologies we are using. As I told, MongoDB is also a very important term related to database, but it's actually not a relational database. It's a object oriented database, you can say that, based on JavaScript. Okay, so and again I'm telling you, I will upload a video specifically for miscellaneous terms. Basically, what is REST API, what is SOAP API, and all those things. You can expect these type of questions nowadays. So all those things I am going to cover it. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks again.